of the table clash. The whole of Spain has been waiting for these two teams, Tau Cerámica and Real Madrid, to come head-to-head in the last of the rounds of the first series of games. So after this game, every team would have played everybody once here in the ACB. The teams that stand at 1 and 2 in the table in front of 9,000 people who are absolutely fanatical for this Tau Cerámica team. Who is going to be the top of the table team halfway through the ACB season? Will Tau hold that spot at the moment? And it goes without saying that Luis Scola, number 4, is the kingpin of this Tau team. And they're coming off a real great series of results. Whereas this team, Real Madrid and Coach Plaza, have had some real issues with injuries. Vincent Hamilton out, and in the midweek they suffered the huge loss of Ratko Varda in the ULEB Cup going down, and it looks like Ratko Varda will be out for the whole season. Coach Pasajovic, the ex-Tau player, the ex-split Croatian international, has really got this Tau team with a really strong backbone. Whatever happens to this team in the game, you will not see them at all panic. And they have a really balanced offense. But can that balanced offense stop this free-throwing Real Madrid team? Luis Bullock at 185, 6'1", is probably the smoothest offensive player in the ACB. Nedzad Zivanovic is the player that's replaced Ratko Varda. And basically all bets are off in terms of who wins the ACB until after this game. The crowd in Basque, Tau Vitoria are the team that represent the whole of the region. And Pasajovic knows the importance of this game, and you can see on his face how much he's concentrating. "9,000 people here in Vitoria just cannot wait for this game. They've been talking about it for the last 2-3 months since these teams started to lead the ACB. And who is going to be number 1 at the end of this game? Well, 9,000 people, all but a few, will be expecting Vitoria to win it. And here's the tip. Sonseca loses the tip, and Tau on the break, but it's out of bounds, and Planinic and Rakasevic combined that to go out of bounds. And Real Madrid, with Marco Thomas, will control the basketball. Luis Bullock, 22, helps him out in the backcourt. But this is going to be one of the key matchups. Karim Chincheri, who's having a great season for Real Madrid, against probably the best guard in the ACB, Zoran Planinic, has a very early whistle on the pick and roll. And Rakasevic takes a tumble. Big game for Igor Rakasevic. Spent last season at Real Madrid. Hot and cold last year, but there's been no cold periods for Igor Rakasevic this year. Chincheri took the starting guard spot when Lopez was injured, and is literally making his own. Nice high-low inside. Reyes on the turnaround. Uses the glass. 2 points. First 2 points of the game for Real Madrid. Planinic almost loses it, but recovered by Luis Scola. Kayapeka on the penetration, gets to the hoop, but misses the finger roll. Marco Thomas with a chance to lead the break for Real Madrid. But Chincheri will settle this down. Interesting to see if Real Madrid get the ball movement that's been their trademark this season. Quite often you'll see all 5 players touch the ball before a shot. It's really great to see, great fundamental basketball, and Coach Plaza's really instilled a great team ethic. Rakasevic to the basket, off the glass, doesn't get the drop, but Kayapeka is active and gets the second attempt, and it's 2-2. 8:46 in the first quarter here in Vitoria. There's a whistle off the ball. Luis Scola and Sonseca banging around in the low post. First foul for Luis Scola. Both teams trying to probe for that control early on. Luis Bullock off the screen. You'll see a lot of screens away from the ball to try and free Luis Bullock up. Got the mismatch with Kayapeka. You'd have thought he could have gone to the basket, but chose to pass. Rakasevic fired Planinic going into the keyway. Pulls up, and nice touch for Zoran Planinic. Real Madrid have to find a way to contain Pjanic. 3 years with New Jersey in the NBA, Pjanic, and looks every inch the NBA guard. Thomas off the screen. Chincheri's got to get this shot away, low on the shot clock. Great work on the glass by Marco Thomas, and his hustle gets that ball back for Real Madrid. It's going to be hustle plays. Fred House should have controlled that, but Marco Thomas, the young Croat, really responding to young Juan Plaza's responsibility he's given him here as a starter. And here he is, the young Croat. Finds Chincheri. Felipe Reyes. Stole by House on the break. Finds Pjanic for the early three. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Zoran Pjanic. 7-2. Tau getting going early. Real Madrid have to find a way to keep the basketball moving. If they try and do too many isolations, too many forced plays, this is going to be Tau's game. It's the ball movement and freeing up the shooter that's been their trademark. Chincheri on the pick and roll. Reyes mid-range. That's not really Tau will not mind Felipe Reyes taking 16-foot jump shots. But he followed his own shot, and Karim Chincheri will set it up. Thomas on the penetration, guarded by Fred House. Whistle. And Fred House called for the foul. Parasevic wants the offensive push-off. Third team foul. We're only in the 6:59 to go still, and already Tau, 3 team fouls. Do not want to let Real Madrid get themselves going from the free-throw line. The key word for this Real Madrid team this year is team, and this man here, first-year coach in the ACB, Jan Plaza, rotates his starters. Felipe Reyes even at times does not start and has tried to instill a sort of team ethic, and quite successfully obviously at the moment as they lie second in the ACB. Kajapeka waiting for Pjanic. They'll run things through Pjanic off. Rakasevic when they're on the floor. There's Rakasevic coming up open. Almost got it caught, gets to the hoop. Good rotation defensively. Felipe Reyes helped out his teammate. No time at all, Hardy, on the shot clock. The 4 seconds there should be on the shot clock. Luis Scola off the low post, doesn't get it away. Sonseca gets the rebound. And Marco Thomas will bring it down for Real Madrid. That's more trademark Real Madrid. Get it down, pass the ball, but it's very slow up as Bullock to the hoop and makes the 2. And Luis Bullock gets going with his first 2. .605, 7-5 for Tau. Early stages in Vitoria. Luis Scola in the post. This is a matchup. And he just faces Reyes and knocks down the mid-range jump shot. That's something that Reyes cannot do back to Luis Scola. Luis Scola has a lot more weapons than Felipe Reyes. Chincheri slices down the middle. Thomas can't control that, and it'll be a Tau ball. Well, early observations here. Tau seem a little bit more settled in their half-court game. Madrid, obviously away from home, finding it a little difficult. There's 4 turnovers already for the team from the Spanish capital, Real Madrid. Rakasevic on the penetration is fouled by Marco Thomas. And at the moment, Tau are just getting the ball into areas that they feel comfortable in. Madrid have really based their season on creating turnovers and pressuring the ball. At the moment, Tau are just getting the shots they want. Wow, good, great rotation by Chincheri. Gets across, gets his hands involved, and then calmly gives it to Eduardo Hernandez-Sonseca. Luis Bullock. Sonseca will shoot the 3. Again, Tau are going to be happy. Felipe Reyes from mid-range and Sonseca from the 3. That's not really number 1 and 2 options for Plaza's offense. Planinic off the little handoff. Luis Scola mid-range. Sonseca with a rebound. Luis Bullock, hesitation, breaks the defense down. Sonseca on the inside, stays with it for the easy two on the follow-up. Should have made the first one. Sonseca, unusually for Real Madrid, product of the junior program in Real. Spent last season in the Canaries, getting floor time. Back now with a home club. And there's a whistle. Rakosajevic, was definitely held as by Thomas. That'll be Thomas's second foul. Rakosajevic is such a tough matchup. Instant offense, Rakosajevic. I mean, he averaged nearly 19 points in the recent World Championships for Serbia, and he's a tough matchup for anyone in world basketball. Marco Thomas will have another attempt. Planinic open for the long three. Finds nothing, and Chincheri did a good job boxing out the shooter. Karim Chincheri. It's a little slow, Real Madrid, at the moment. This isn't the offense that's got them where they've got, but there's Bullock off a screen. Excellent screen away from the ball to free up Luis Bullock. It would have been in the scouting report whether Tau were going to switch on the screens or fight through, but Luis Bullock wide open off that screen, and good rotation by Reyes really builds on that three, and Real Madrid for the first time lead 10-9. And second mid-range, short again. Thomas very active, but that will be a Tau ball. And there's Erdogan. Serkan. Erdogan. Great shooter, Serkan Erdogan. And what an international game. I'll go through some stats on the foreign players that we have in this ACB game when we get a timeout. But Serkan Erdogan, the Turkish international, well, when he shoots the ball, he shoots a phenomenal percentage. Felipe Reyes, first foul. This could be the key factor for Tau in this game. With the injuries that Real Madrid have, they're not quite as deep as they normally would expect to be. Planinic with Pekka on the screen and roll. Luis Scola going to work. Beautiful arc on that shot, straight over Sonseca, the 7-footer. Needed to put some height on that ball, and Luis Scola, I think I've said this before, arguably the best player outside the NBA at the moment. Chincheri on the penetration, finds Sonseca. Bullock. In the same way Rakosajevic creates problems down the other end, Bullock is a hell of a matchup for anyone. Marco Thomas for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Way to share the ball, Real Madrid. Excellent ball movement. Excellent ball movement. Marco Thomas off the good feed knocks down the three, and we've got a timeout. We're halfway through the first quarter with that timeout, and Tau, after the good start, a little bit rocky on the defensive end. Real Madrid starting to get that little bit of ball movement that creates the open shot. Marco Thomas was the player who benefited from the last passing game offense there from Real Madrid, and Thomas, with his feet set, is an excellent three-point shooter. Persevic in this timeout needs Tau to keep that intensity high on defense. Didn't have a problem when Felipe Reyes was shooting the mid-range jump shot or Sonseca, but when you got Thomas or Bullock coming up open, you have to find a way to make them dribble the ball. Well, we were talking just before the timeout there about just the nationalities we have here. Well, there's 3 Turkish internationals, 3 Americans out here, 2 Croats, 2 Serbians, Bosnians, 1 Belgian, well, and a Croat coach in Persevic. Charles Smith checks into the game. Well, so it's a big impact player coming off the bench after that timeout. Charles Smith checks in. Real Madrid lead 13-11, 2:30, just over 2:30 at the first quarter. Top of the table action in the ACB. Back to that passing game, screens away from the ball from Tau, trying to free players. There's Zagogan off the down screen. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Serkeno for 3. Excellent ball movement, excellent screens, excellent execution. by Tau. The best league in Europe, with some of the best players in the world. Bullet off Rakosevich. Defense will be a Real Madrid ball from the sideline. Rakosevich does not get the credit normally for his defense. And it's to underline the international nature and the quality. Thiago Splitter at 6'11", the Brazilian, into the game. Talked about as a guaranteed first-round draft pick. Luis Bullock doesn't get the drop. Charles Smith on the offensive boards. 2 points, Charles Smith. And you're going to hear something points Charles Smith a lot tonight. He's one of the most explosive offensive players in the ACB. Stolen by Smith. Is he going to finish? Easy finish for Charles Smith. Well, the second time around anyway. And Real Madrid, with their defense, starting to have some impact here. Axel Harvel, the Belgium, guarding Splitter. And it's not just the steals, it's the pressure that the defense of Real Madrid puts you under. And Sinanovic, the Bosnian, checks into the game. Had been moved to the LEB, the Division 2 in Spain, but with the injury to Ratko Varda, it's called straight back by Real Madrid. The pressure defense of Real Madrid is not, as I say, just about the steals. It's about pressuring people. And Rakosevich had to work that hard, just took his eye off the ball, almost gets the turnover. Almost, and this time is the turnover. Sinanovic comes straight in with getting his hands on that wayward pass. Luis Bullock for the alley-oop. Charles Smith can't handle that. Splitter with a long pass for Tau. Erdogan to the hoop, kicks it. Rakosevich for the three. Nothing but net for Igor Rakosevich. End-to-end basketball. And we've got a new basketball game, 17-17. Real Madrid and Plaza must be comfortable here. They're away from home. Started a little bit uneven. Harvel for three. And you cannot leave the man one pass away from the basketball there. If you leave him, easy pass. And with this much talent, easy three-point shot. And we've got a whistle, and it's off the foot. So Tau should hold the ball and get the last shot of this first quarter. Raul Lopez. It's a nice option for a coach to have. You take out your starting point guard, you bring in a guy, Raul Lopez. There's the early shot, and it's a foul on Thiago Splitter. We're going to go 2 for 1 there, Tau, with 37 seconds on the clock. Get a quick shot out the out of bounds, and you're going to get enough time to get a decent shot before the end of the quarter. Great ball handling skills by Erdogan as he kicks it. And Rakosevich with his feet set. Well, if there's ever a guy you want to put a mortgage on to make a three, when he's got his feet set, he's high up in that list. Pablo Prigioni in the game for Planinic. Long three by Charles Smith. Splitter comes up, leads the break. We've got a whistle. I think we've got either. Not sure if Erdogan was out of bounds, but we've got a Real Madrid timeout. Thiago Splitter tried to lead the break, but I think when he passed it, Erdogan maybe had a foot on the sideline. Wow, Juan Plaza and his Real Madrid team must be very, very happy at the end of this first quarter. They got a shot to increase the lead, and away from home at the start of the game, they were struggling to really find a basket. But Plaza's team dug in, played some decent defense, got a few steals, a few easy looks. People came off the bench and made good contributions. Charles Smith with the quick points, and Nedzad Zinanovic, the 7'3" Bosnian, he came up with 2 steals and a rebound. So everybody coming off that bench came in hard. So Plaza's really got the team ethic right the way through this Real Madrid lineup. 20-17 they lead. It should get no worse than that, because they'll have the ball on the sideline and a chance to go in 5 or 6 points up. And I think Coach Juan Plaza would have bitten your hand off if that was offered to him at the start of the game. Thiago Splitter is an interesting basketball player. Really talked about as a serious first-round draftee this coming year. Thomas for Smith for the three. Charles Smith is long with a three, but they got the last shot, and that's what Plaza wanted. 2017, and Real Madrid and Juan Plaza are going to be happy here. They weathered that early storm, and he'll be talking hard about keeping that defensive effort up. We'll be back after this break. Don't go away. Well, this is a slightly worried Tau timeout. The quarter break there. Pusevic was really animated in the way that he was trying to get his team to talk about and then get into passing lanes. The way he was drawing things up, it looked like they were too much sagging away from the basketball, so they were leaving guys too open. And if you've got someone like Luis Bullock, you cannot leave him alone. He's just too good a shooter. Charles Smith is a good shooter. Most of the perimeter guys here at Real Madrid, if you leave them open, will knock down shots. So you've really got, it starts on the ball here. Pablo Prigioni, in this case, you've got to contain your man. Charles Smith in the post, guarded by Edogan. Smith to the keyway. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Charles Smith, if he doesn't rely on the jump shot, has got so many points inside him. He's an excellent scorer. 2-3 seasons ago, he led the EuroLeague, the best competition in Europe, in scoring for the whole season. One thing Charles Smith can definitely do is score. Planinic back in the game. It's Smith in the air. Splitter thinks about the mid-range jump shot, does. And Charles Smith's everywhere at the moment. Comes up with a defensive rebound as Raul Lopez tries to get the break going. Smith pulls up. And Real Madrid control it. Great pass by Lopez. Hang time for Luis Bullock. And Real Madrid's effort is just amazing. Every one of their team was on the glass at one point or another. Sinonovic, Harvel, everybody wants a piece of it, and they get the third opportunity to score here. Bullock for three. Nothing but string, and Luis Bullock, just that quick pull-up. And that's just a reward for great effort by Real Madrid. 25-17 they lead. Edogan off the screen, curls high, and there's a whistle way before Planinic caught the ball. And this is much more like the Real Madrid that set the ACB alight. The defense is swarming, and down the other end is just effort. It's just broken play. They're making things happen. Edogan penetrates. Nice finish. Canigo inside the paint. Right over 7'3" and protects the ball beautifully. Pusevic wants more defense from Tau here. Luis Bullock, beautiful pass. Oh, Luis Bullock, great vision. And Sinanovic, Nedved Sinanovic, the Bosnian. Well, from 2 feet and you're 7'3", you don't really have to do a lot apart from extend up. Nice play, Luis Bullock created. Down the other end, Prigioni to Luis Scola. The two Argentinian internationals combining there off the pick and roll. Prigioni leads the ACB in assists, and his big receiver is Luis Scola. Charles Smith off the pick and roll. Sinanovic not from mid-range. And Prigioni will give Tau a chance to eat into this 6-point lead. Oh, beautiful block, and Splitter just went up so weakly. Nice high-low, excellent execution, just weak finish. Bullock finds Smith, stays with it. No, he doesn't. Pablo Prigioni, numbers down the floor for Tau. Edogan pulls up for three. That's long. And Planinic recovers it. Edogan lets it. Planinic set, but takes the three. And I think we're going to get a foul here. Splitter was too much of a handful for Sinanovic on the glass, and not really Tau's game here. It's too broken up. Tau did a better job than any other team in the ACB in the half court. Their shooting percentage is the best shooting percentage, and running the floor and just not taking and throwing up early shots is not how they've built this position one in the ACB. They trail 27-21, 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Another turnover, and the Madrid defense is really beginning to give Tau some issues. Raul Lopez calls the play. Going to see a lot of screens off the ball here. There's Felipe Reyes getting the ball in the block. Havel with a step back three, nothing but string. And that's the best thing about the Madrid team. Everybody shares it, everybody shoots it. If they stay within their system, they are so tough to guard. Good ball movement by Tau. Scola off the glass, doesn't get the drop. Madrid are off to the races again. And there's a travel call, or was there a foul as Luis Bullock? Yeah, I think Serkan Erdogan called for the foul on Luis Bullock as he tried to go past him on the penetration. First foul for Serkan Erdogan, Turkish international. Here's the nice little baseline penetration and bounce pass to the big man. The Tau defense caught watching the basketball. Cardinal sin. But a great start to the second quarter. 10-4 run for Real Madrid. They lead 30-21. And this timeout is a really positive one by Plaza. He just wants to keep what he's got. Well, timeout, and it's been called here by the run that Madrid have put together at the start of the second quarter. They've gone 10-4, and they've increased that lead, and that's worried Persejevic. He's got to find a way to contain the penetration. At the moment, there's too much need to rotate, too many help situations created. They're just going to get their backsides down and play defense. That's the cyber thing he'll be saying now. Get your butt down low, guys. Play defense, contain your man, and let's see if we can stop these guys scoring. 30-21. Early in the second quarter. Madrid trying to build on that 10-4 run. 6:15 to go in the second quarter. Almost Raul Lopez went back court. Gets to the hoop, kicks it off. Reyes is going after it. Everybody's on the floor. And Tau, for the first time in a loose ball situation, come up with it. Pleninic. Reyes has stayed down. Erdogan to three. Hits the three. Time it has the desired effect. Felipe Reyes doesn't look too good. Medical staff on, looks a bit groggy. There's the penetration. And this is where you want your team to compete. Felipe Reyes goes after it hard. There you see him bang his head. It's always worrying when you see a player bang his head. I think Felipe Reyes just took a bang on the knee into the back of his head. Let's get another look now. Always the first man on the floor, Felipe Reyes. Just a great hustle player. But looked like he got a knee to the back of the head there. Quite right, the referees let the play go there in that, in their opinion, that he wasn't in immediate danger. But the head injury normally means you should stop the game, so they must not have seen him bang his head. And Reyes has stayed down, and Sonseca gets his top off. Well, Persejevic got the effort. Elmer Persejevic got the effort he was demanding during that during the timeout there. These guys are on the floor with Felipe Reyes, and this doesn't look too good. Felipe Reyes staying down. He's not known for staying down. Let's have another look in slow-mo here. Tried to get the ball. And he still can't see it from this end. It's not really sure what happened there. But there you see him roll over, and I don't think the referee's Reyes is on his feet, which is the medical staff must have felt he was okay to get onto his feet. Looks very groggy. Must be debatable whether we'll see Felipe Reyes, the World Championship winning Spanish international, regardless of obviously hoping it's not too serious an injury. Reyes is basically the heart and soul of this Madrid lineup. Made the very difficult move for any player in Spain from big rivals in Madrid, Estudiantes. Made the move from Estudiantes to Madrid, and it's one of those moves that fans take a while to adjust to, because for years the Madrid fans would have been baying for the blood almost of Felipe Reyes. Now he's their hero, and the roles are reversed with the Estudiantes fans, who well, the reception he gets when he plays in the Madrid arena is you have to be there to hear it. It's an absolute wall of boos and solid noise, Felipe Reyes. But he's doing so well with this Madrid team, and with a coaching staff there, he's really adding some aspects to his game. Let's hope he's not too badly injured, because we do not want this game decided by people being hurt and people being out of the game. So just keep a watchful eye on that bench to see if Reyes believes he can come back, or the medical staff think he can come back. Well, he looks a little bit more clear-headed now. Well, I hope I can get away with saying this. It'll take more than a bang on the head in this game to keep Felipe Reyes out of this game. Well, he's talking about it, so signs are good on that Madrid bench. And that'll be a Madrid ball. Pablo Prigioni almost stole the ball from Raul Lopez. Well, Tau have got to do this. They've got to extend their defense. That's too easy a pass for Luis Bullock. There should be people in the passing lane everywhere he is. Charles Smith again. Edogan was following him. Charles Smith turnaround. Beautiful offense again, Charles Smith. If he gets going today, Tau have got a real issue. They've got to play him harder off the ball. Pablo Prigioni trying to get some rhythm into this Tau offense off the foot of Raul Lopez. 8-point margin for Real Madrid. This is not good for Tau, even though we're only halfway through the second quarter. Erdogan from the inbounds from Prigioni. And I think we're going to get Luis Bullock called for the hold as that screen was set. That's the other thing about Real Madrid. They share everything. They even share the fouls. You'll see a lot of guys on this Madrid team pick up one or two, and they're smart enough. Erdogan for three. Very early three. Good effort by Tau on the glass. Just about controlled. Exactly the effort Persejevic was looking for at that timeout. Prigioni finds Teletatovic. Doesn't get the throw. Oh, my word, what a follow. Oh, my word. Mirza Teletovic. Dodgy looking three, but God, he went after it hard. Great play. That's the sort of energy play that Tau are going to need. Charles Smith at the other end, guarded by Planinic, off the screen. Turns the corner. Goes after his own. Great hustle play at the other end. Luis Bullock thinks about it, takes it. Whoa, what a way to answer. Well, the energy play by Teletatovic was good enough, but Charles Smith followed his own shot, and the effect was the same. Points when you've missed shots. Offensive rebounds, so important. And another turnover by Tau. The defense from Madrid is the difference at the moment. The defensive footwork by Luis Bullock there. He hasn't wasted his off time, obviously, since he's been in Spain. Let's get a replay of this defense. And this play again. There's the fire. He must have took it miles away. Teletatovic, the Bosnian, just flew. Great play, great effort. Charles Smith from so deep. Persejevic, chance to lead the break for Tau. Erdogan from the corner. Wow, he's got his shooting boots on today, Serkan Erdogan. He's had some injury issues this year, but wow, is he back or is he back? Five from 11 and 6 from 12. Well, they're both around that 45-50% mark from the three-point line. Take a few of Charles Smith's away and the long ones, and it's a great percentage. And there's a foul by Charles Smith. Erdogan is everywhere. Good D, moved his feet. Contact calls the turnover, and then Charles Smith, in his effort to get it back, picked up the foul. Chincheri, not surprisingly, back in the game. Luis Bullock gets a blow. There's the extra pass. Rakosavic thought about it, gets past Charles Smith, kicks it to Prigioni, and we've got a whistle on Raul Lopez. Prigioni's asking for the 3 shots. I think he's got 2 because it's a team foul situation, but where's the fake? Well, I think the referee got it absolutely right. Prigioni was on the floor, threw the ball up as an afterthought as Raul Lopez was suckered into the foul. Prigioni. Prigioni from the free throw line just doesn't miss. I would put my mortgage on Prigioni. I know that's the commentator's curse, but Prigioni from the free throw line. Saw him on Eurosport 2 just demolish Estudiantes from the free throw line. Another 100% night for him then. Tau extending their defense, trying to do to Madrid what Madrid do to other teams. And Havel just about held on there. 4-point game, momentum with Tau Vitoria. Crowd are getting into this Basque region. They're going to be up for this. And there's the 8-second call. Persejevic knew, but no one told Chincheri. No one helped anyone else, and Chincheri gets, and there's the team turnover. 8-second violation just from pressure. Chance now to eat into that lead again. 31-35. Madrid still hold the lead. Prigioni off 2 screens. Gonna kick that one. Persejevic, great pass. And Teletovic stayed with the play and finished nicely. 2-point basketball game in Vitoria. 3:09 to go in the first half. Prigioni's done a great job since he's got in the game. Really put some control on. Scola with a steal. Gets the drop. Luis Scola. 35-35, new ball game, timeout, and Luis Scola, as always, one of the sparks to this Tau team as they've come back from a 10-point deficit to tie the game. There's the defense, exactly what Velma Persejevic was asking for, and now it's Johan Plaza's turn. Johan Plaza in this timeout's got to re-establish the tempo and the defense he had prior to that Tau run. Wow, this Madrid timeout trying to stop this 8-0 run from Tau. Plaza just talking calmly. The players a little bit animated with each other, but regardless of what Plaza's saying in this timeout, the best sign for Real Madrid is the figure standing straight behind Juan Plaza there. Felipe Reyes back on his feet after that nasty blow to the head. And I'm pretty confident we're going to see Felipe Reyes in the second half. Here's Prigioni, a little bit of action from him. There's the kick. And there, as if from nowhere, Mirzav Teletovic with the dunk. Just over 2.5 minutes to go. First half here in Vitoria, the quick whistle, and after that timeout, Madrid are in the process of trying to stop an 8-0 run. And Teletovic picks up the foul there. Plaza's in the ear of the referee, trying to get a little bit more help. Lopez breaks it down. Charles Smith won't think twice. Doesn't get the drop. Great effort by Havel to come up with that. That's a big play because momentum at the timeout's important. Lopez gets it off to Sanseca. Nice hands by the big boy. Catches it and finishes well. And that offensive rebound, plays like that make the difference. And big number for Real Madrid there. 11 offensive rebounds, but none bigger than the last one because momentum would have still been with Tau if they hadn't got that beautiful backdoor pass. And Edogan just carried on his cut. And Tau's man, Luis Scola, beautiful pass. Rakosavic almost with a steal. Harvell releases. Charles Smith gets into the keyway, thinks about it, but says nope. Let's get a better one than that. Gives a whistle. Foul on Luis Scola, I think, as he tried to close out Axel Harvell. It's his second foul for Luis Scola. That'll be it for him, probably in the second quarter. Excellent basketball. So simple. Pass, there's people moving. Beautiful backdoor cut. Beautiful bounce pass. How to play basketball as a team. Charles Smith's fouled on the penetration by Serkan Erdogan, and that'll be his second foul too. Fouls could become a factor here. Very guard orientated off 5 at the moment with Charles Smith, Chincheri and Raul Lopez. Nice high-low. Harvell in the post, guarded by Teletovic. There's a whistle. And Reka Kasajevic not very happy with the call, but I'm sure if we get another look at that, to use that much-used phrase in basketball, got his hand caught in the cookie jar there. He just reached in, picks up his second foul. A lot of guys flirting with foul trouble as we're deep into the second quarter. Axel Harvell on the free-throw line. Harvell is a very, very solid free-throw shooter. Very surprised he misses that one. Misses both. That doesn't happen very often at all. 1:30 to go. 37-37. Well, so much hype before this game, and it's living up to every bit of it at the moment. Charles Smith with a steal, going to the hoop, and is fouled by Thiago Splitter. And now Prigioni gets his hand up quick. Well, they're asking for an unsportsmanlike. We'll have to see the replay to see that. Charles Smith looks like he was hit in the face. Let's have a look again. In comes... Oof. Well, slapped on the forehead. Pablo Prigioni. The Madrid medical staff getting a lot of TV time. Second time they've had one of their players on the floor behind there. You could see what Prigioni was trying to do, thinking that Smith was going to bring the ball up, was going to try and slap the ball away. But, well, the only thing he slapped that was round was Charles Smith's head, and Charles Smith's contact lens, bit of repair on that one. Well, he's probably going to have to leave the game because the medical staff came on. This would be an interesting thing. I think he has to leave. And there he goes. Marco Thomas returns. And they just gave it as a straightforward foul. So when you have to substitute out the player who was fouled, the person replacing him has to take the shots. And here's Marco Thomas. Not a bad replacement from the free throw line, Marco Thomas. Normally very good. Why should I even be saying that with any doubt in my man? He's a Croatian, and as we've seen on Eurosport 2 with the ULEB Cup action, the Croatian, Serbian players are just fundamentally so sound. Here's Prigioni deep in the second quarter, looking to come off of Thiago Splitter's screens, and Sonseca gets called for the foul, trying to fight through that. Shake of the head by Juan Plaza. And there's been a lot of contact on that pick and roll play. You see it all the time, but on that occasion, the referee thought there was a little bit too much. Thiago Splitter, way short with the first. He's been around for so long. The name Thiago Splitter has been talked about on all the websites as an NBA prospect. You just forget that Thiago Splitter is still only 21 years old. The sort of call that, as a coach, you get very frustrated about. Player in early, therefore Splitter gets another chance to get the points from the free throw line. I don't think you need to ask Thiago Splitter twice. And there you go, makes the free throw. Tau trail by 1. Exactly a minute to go in the first half. Karim Chincheri, who's been very influential, especially early on in the game, weathering that storm. Looking to get a good shot here from Rio. They should get at least 2 shots. Chincheri pulls up for 3. Oh, what a point guard this guy's growing into. We saw him on Eurosport 2 last year in the ULEB Cup. Now you get to see him in the ACB. Comes up with a steal. Chincheri just showing what we're talking about. Both ends of the floor. 30 seconds. Great control by Madrid. They're going to try and eke out and not give Tau very, very long at all to shoot it. Harvell doesn't. That's good decision by Axel Harvell. Chincheri's made the one before. Thomas is active on the glass. And out of bounds. And Marco Thomas with a hustle play. And again, it's the little plays. And that's what Velma Persejovic is uptight about. It's the little plays, the hustle plays that Madrid have just won hands down in this first half. Gives them a chance to go in 6 or 7 up when it was only a 1-point game with a minute to go. Thomas on the dribble. We've got a whistle. I think he's going to get called for the travel. Only 2.2 seconds to go. More than enough time to get something, but no. 0.8. Definitely enough time to catch it and shoot it. Interesting, and I think they're absolutely right, because there was 2.2 seconds on the clock. The ball was thrown full court, so therefore the clock should not have started. And there's only 0.8. Well, I think they're right. And they're very hard done by their Tau at the end of that quarter. But you can't take it away from Real Madrid at the end of the half. It's down to hustle plays. They've dealt with the loss, or the temporary loss, it seems, of Filipe Reyes. And every one of their players has come up with big hustle plays. And to be a fly on the wall of those changing rooms in the at the half-time in Persejovic. Not a happy coach as he left the arena. Tau have some work to do here. They trail 4 at home in this top-of-the-table ACB clash. Persejovic finds Splitter, beautiful pass. Kaya-Pekka should have finished. The Turk was really hustled out there. Luis Bullock down the far end, doesn't waste any time getting Madrid going in the second half. Luis Bullock for 3, 45-38. Tau had the inside option, didn't take it. Madrid just come down the floor and drain a 3. Kaya-Pekka guarded by the now recovered, it seems, Filipe Reyes. Zoran Pleninic on the dribble. Double team, Harvell gets involved. Blocks it. What a start by Madrid. The defense is everywhere. Smith. Finish. Assist to Lopez. 46, 47, 38, 9-point margin. Plaza's done it again in the locker room. He's really inspired the defense to get that level up. It's another turnover. Reyes comes up with it. What a great start to the third quarter by Madrid. This is digging a hole, Tau. Charles Smith sends it back out to Raul Lopez. Waits for Filipe Reyes, gets the screen, pulls up for 3. And we've got a whistle, and I think Kaya-Pekka is going to get called. Could not contain Filipe Reyes. He's probably a little bit of a dose of the magic sponge, the old-fashioned magic sponge, not a cold water and ice to the back of that head. And that's obviously cleared it. And Kaya-Pekka, who was very ineffective in the first half, picks up the foul. Charles Smith will turn the corner. Finds Lopez, finds Reyes. This is Madrid in the passing game. Harvell, feet set, mid-range, drains it. It's an 11-point margin. Madrid are on a roll here. Velma Persejovic got some thinking to do. 7-0 run at the start of the quarter. At Ogan, I don't know if that's the answer. Huge deep 3. Madrid are going to come up with that one too. Luis Bullock to the basket. In two, and not surprisingly, there's the timeout from Pasajevic. What a start to the third quarter. Luis Bullock with 3, and Luis Bullock finished that run with the 2 in traffic. And it's all about Madrid, it's all about their defense, and it's all about their hustle plays. And here's Lopez to Smith to finish nicely. And Tau look like they've had the sleeping tablets at half-time. They've just done nothing at all. And that was finished off there by the really bad three-pointer by Erdogan. No offense, 1 pass, way outside the three-point line. And guess what? Madrid came up with that play too. So Pasajevic has got to do it all again. They trailed by 9 in the second quarter and got it back. And they're down 11 now, 51-40. And the dream start for Real Madrid. This is their season. This is their season, the way they've built it on their defense, their hustle, and their tremendous execution on the break. Now this is going to be key time now for Tau. They've got to stop that momentum. Let's, from their perspective, need to spend some time with the basketball. Try and find Luis Scola inside. Fred House comes off that screen. Erdogan comes off of another screen. Planinic gets to the hoop, kicks to Erdogan. Excellent, and eventually they get the ball to Luis Scola. That's much, much better from Tau. Ball movement and penetration ends up with the easy 2. Madrid not in a hurry. Don't need to be in a hurry. They're the team leading by 11. Interesting call this will be. And Erdogan will pick up his 3rd foul as he just mowed down Axel Harvel. 2 team fouls for Tau Vitoria. The crowd are beginning to get restless now. They're worried too. They trail 11. Charles Smith, go to work on Fred House. He's not going to pass it up. That's not Charles Smith's game. Gets his own rebound. Big block by Pekka. And I think we're going to get a foul on Reyes. Felipe Reyes. Well, he's definitely back in the game anyway. Barreled over Erdogan. Going to get a quick look at that. Bang. And that's a lot of weight that hits you, but automatically affects it. And we're going to take a break. Well, it's 40-51, 6:50 to go in the third quarter here in Vitoria, and Tau have got to find a way to stop this Madrid momentum. Scola in the post, kicks it to House. Long 3 by Fred House. Way outside the three-point arc. Good inside-outside. The difference between that and the earlier options was they went inside first and kicked it out. So House had a lot of time with his feet set. Pasajevic prowls the sideline, looking to inspire some defensive intensity from his team. And that's the only way they're going to get back in this now, playing with some heart on defense. They trail by 8, 51-43, with 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Two NBA guys, stars at the point in this matchup, but Bullock gets it. Finds Smith. Nothing but string for Charles Smith. Well, he's scoring for fun today. He's taking shots, but he's knocking them down. But again, no scramble, no hustle by Vitoria there. Scola thinks about the mid-range, little dribble, gets to the keyway. Money in the bank for Luis Scola, a nice little penetration. Madrid trying to now just control this. They've built the lead, don't need to rush. There's a whistle, and Planinic definitely beaten on the drive there, fouled on the penetration. First foul for Zion Planinic. Just got caught with his weight going forward. Easy for Lopez to go past him. Luis Scola almost had the chance to steal that. Harvel for 3. That's no good at all. Little rush. That'll be Tau ball. Tau won't mind the rush three. It's when they've gone inside and people got their feet set that they struggle. Plenic to the basket. Kicks off. Pekka gets the roll. Strong finish. Get it inside. Get easy points. 47-54, they trail. They need every one of these 9,000 crowd now to get behind them, Tau, if they're going to stay at the top of the ACB. Luis Bullock gets to the keyway, is fouled by Sir Kenneth Ogan, and that'll be his full foul. And he knows he'll have a rest. That's a real blow for Tau, because Dogan is just a great shooter, and he's shooting really well tonight. They don't need him on the bench. But if you're going to replace him with anyone, Igor Rakosajevic is one of those people you'd love to have on your bench. And the whistle again. It's a foul on Kaya Pekka, I think. He may put his palms up, but the pass was made and then he reached in. It's something that people talk a lot about him, basketball, not just playing harder before he catches the ball. Reyes just released to the high post and caught it, and because of the team foul situation, Pekka not doing a good enough job off the ball. Felipe Reyes finds himself on the free throw line. First one's good. Not the best free throw shooter in the world is Felipe Reyes. If there is an Achilles heel to Felipe Reyes' game, it's from the free throw line, but not with those two. Halfway through the third, and while Tau at least have stemmed the points that were leaking, the lead was growing, and at least they've kept it to 11. Pekka on the inside is fouled on his way to the hoop. I think that's another foul on Felipe Reyes. That's his third foul. Sonseca will step into the game. Reyes will take a break on 3 fouls. Kasajevic off 2 screens and gets a pick and roll from Scola. Great defense by Madrid, but Plenic just floats that one in. They're having to scramble for a lot of these points because Madrid defense is taking them out of their offensive set, but great recognition and execution of the pick and roll and the options on it, even against excellent defense. Lopez kicks it. Thomas smartly takes it back to the point. Looking for a better shot than he had, and there's Harvell for the fadeaway. Scola with attitude on the glass. And I think Lopez is going to get called for the hold as he got called up on the screen. That's 2 fouls for Raul Lopez. Interesting rotations by Plaza in this second half. Chincheri is making his way to the bench now. And Sonseca is called for the foul on Luis Scola. A little bit of combination of the referees helping out the player with the big reputation there. And Sonseca maybe reaching some, but not a lot to call there in the post. Rakosajevic open off the out-of-bounds play. Hits the 3. Igor Rakosajevic cuts it to a 4-point game. They're back in it, Tau. Now a stop now would really get the momentum. The whistles. You know you're in the Basque region. You know a team from the capitals in the Basque region. I think we're going to get a travel call. No, it's a foul. I'd love to see. I saw nothing. I saw absolutely nothing to call. But the referee did, so that's much more important than what I see. So Fred House called for the foul on the wing. And Marco Thomas, and that's just not what Tau needed. They needed to make Madrid earn the points that they were going to try and get on that occasion, not let them get the points from the charity stripe. And here's Marco Thomas after making the first. Misses the second, and another rebound for Luis Scola. 5-point game. Real Madrid just about hanging on to that lead at the moment. Great defense by Chincheri. Planinic has a size advantage in the post, but Chincheri just refused to let him, and that's exactly what I'm talking about in terms of playing hard off the ball. Great example of it there by Karim Chincheri. And Chincheri's only, he's a few inches smaller. He gives up about 3 or 4 inches to Planinic, and just refused to give him the post. Savage from the 3-throw line. Everybody's in the keyway early. And I think they saw Luis Scola going in first, so it's a violation. And as Rakosavic's shot did not go in, Madrid will control it. If it had gone in, it still counted. It just, the referee stops the player getting the advantage by getting the rebound in the rebound area before the ball is released. 4-point game, 57-53, Real Madrid lead. Too easy. Excellent kick. Thomas has got to knock that one down to repay the pass, and he does. 60-53. Green Chincheri, great vision. One of the players of the season so far. Zoran Planinic breaks it down, kicks it to Pekka. Rakosavich, tough shot under pressure. Pekka comes up with a rebound, finds Rakosavich to the basket. I think we're going to get, well, it must be a travel. There must be something. He ran through the keyway, then picked the ball up again. Fred House finds Scola, does well to hold on to it, double teamed. Oh, the whole bench is up. Technical foul on the Madrid bench. Quite right. Plaza knew it as well. It's okay for him to maybe get emotional, but his whole bench was up at that one. Love to have a look, see if in fact he did travel. Let's have a look. There he is in the post. There's the 2 steps. Well, he was pushed by Thomas anyway. So we should have two shots here for the foul, which was on Luis Scola. It's always a chance for the referees to get some TV time. And calls like this need to be explained. And in the whole of that process, Marco Thomas is fouled out. If it does nothing, it just disrupts the flow of any game, this, and sometimes coaches will, in this situation, try and eke it out even longer, because they don't want any momentum coming out of this. It's almost shoot the free throws in isolation. Luis Scola's trying to get some clarification. Well, he made the first free throw. And the second free throw. Now they could change him on the free throw line, but no, he's made the last two, so they're going to leave him there. So these are the technicals where you get the shot and possession, and that one comes up short. So it's just a player technical foul. So, well, he shot three. They've wiped off the first one. Okay, so it looks like they wiped off the first one, then they had the whistle, shot the first, missed the second, and Rakosavich will step to the line to shoot the technicals now. So why they had to wipe off the first one, I'm not entirely sure. So Rakosavich goes 2 for 2 for shooting the technicals, and Tau will control the ball on the sideline. The net effect is it's a 4-point game. Marco Thomas is out the game, and Tau, with the momentum, are only 4 down, 2:30 to go. And they were 11 down after the start of the third quarter. Almost a turnover. Rekasevic just about retains it. Pass to Pekka. And he's called for the travel. Well, beautiful pass by Igor Rekasevic, and Pekka took 2 steps as opposed to the 1.5. 56-60, Real Madrid still by 4. 2 minutes in the third quarter to go. And what Coach Plaza wouldn't have given to be in this position deep in the third quarter. If someone had offered him a narrow lead going into the third, he'd have taken it regardless of what happened at the start of the third, where he looked like this game was getting away from Tau. Wow, Fred House has called for the foul. Teletovic, Mirzaz Teletovic with a candidate of player of the week with that follow-up dunk in the second quarter. Checks into the game. And Axel Harvel makes the first from the free throw line. Both are good, re-establishes, then builds that lead again for Madrid. Persesevic is gone with the experienced lineup. Prigioni back in the game, House is in the game. Luis Scola's in there. And this man, Igor Rekasevic, just gets it to Scola in the block. Smith's going after it, Scola kicks, extra pass. Teletovic for 3 in the corner is good. Great inside-outside play by Tau, sharing the basketball. We've got a 3-point basketball game, 59-62, 1:30 to go in the third. Top of the ACB, top spot at stake with this game. Chincheri thinks about the pick and roll, takes it, Scola steps out. Recovered by Harvel, we got a whistle. Oh, and there's a call on Scola, the whistle, the buzzer. And Plaza bitches about the no technical call on the Tau bench. Well, all sorts of things happened. Harvel didn't travel, Scola did foul him. And then the buzzer went off, and as normal, the referees are right because they're the only people who matter. Thiago Splitter steps into the game. Luis Scola sits down, 3 fouls. Axel Harvel is back on the free throw line again. Gets the drop. Makes a second. Substitution at the end of the free throws. It's a 5-point game every time Tau look like they've turned the corner. Big moments for Richard Nguema. Richard Nguema, through the junior sections at Real Madrid. 18-year-old, first year of senior basketball, gets a minute. At least a minute in the biggest game of his life, probably, in terms of professional action. House traveled, not called. Rekasevic gets to the bucket, gets the drop, and 1 for Igor Rekasevic. Rekasevic with the beautiful flash cut to the basket is fouled. It went straight to him, and Sonseca picks up his 3rd, and the foul counts begin to mount up on both teams. And Nguema, the guard, is just in the game. He's played junior international basketball for the Spanish national team. I don't think even that would get anywhere near the atmosphere here in Vitoria at the moment. Rekasevic unusually misses from the free throw line. Madrid could go a quick shot here and then definitely get the ball back. Charles Smith. And Chincheri, Sonseca with a high post screen. Harvel thinks about it. Almost a turnover. Chincheri on the penetration. And that should be a reset on the 24, is it? Came off Thiago Splitter's foot. I'm with Plaza. No reset. I didn't see a signal for a reset. Harvel gets it away. Rebound by Rekasevic. Tau with a chance to tie the game. Fouled by Nguema. Richard Nguema, I think, was called for the foul, stopping Rakasajevic. Yep. Well, the young man gets his name on the stat sheet. Fortunate enough to see Nguema play as a cadet and as a junior, and he's got all the attributes that a point guard needs, and above all, he's got an amazing amount of arrogance and confidence in his own ability, and Coach Plaza's obviously starting to share that. Gives the young man court time here in the third quarter with this game right on the line. Rakasajevic on the free-throw line. Doesn't get the roll. Splitter comes up with it. Got to get out the keyway. Nguema almost with a steal. Rakasajevic kicks it. House for three. Nothing for him. He comes up empty. Chincheri, of all people, finds it, is fouled and one. Oh, very, very, very extravagant call by the referee. But what looked like a good set of circumstances and situation for Tau ends up with an and one play down the other end as Chincheri, not surprisingly at all, comes up with it. Well, probably a foul. Fred House will take no further part in this game. Shinseka sits down too. And it's a really frustrating night for Velimir Parasajevic. Every time he thinks he's turned the corner and is going to get into the game, something like that happens. 5-point game again. There's a chance for Tau to tie the game. It's back out to 5, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Rakasajevic is going to have to get going here. There's the screen. And we've got a whistle, and he will go to the free-throw line. Because the foul was on Sinanovic. Good decision by Rakasajevic. They didn't settle for the three-pointer. People probably thought he was going to come up with a dribble and the pull-up. Good job getting to the basket. Referees reward the fact he's made a good decision, go strong, and now he has to step up and make two. Wow. Can't remember seeing him miss 2 free throws, let alone three free throws in a game. Igor Rakasajevic getting the help of the 9,000. And makes the second. Going long, Smith gets it away. Oh. Well, that would have summed up Coach Persajevic's night. But after the start to the third quarter, when Madrid led by 11, Tau are right back in this 67-63 Real Madrid lead. And we'll be back after this break. Well, the game's on the line. The top spot in the ACB is on the line. 67-63 Real Madrid lead. Start of the fourth quarter here in Vitoria. Bullock back in the game, turns it over. Is it Tau's turn for the quick run at the beginning of a quarter? Rakasajevic kicks. Teletovic for three, hits nothing. Was that the best decision he could come up with? Great play by Pablo Prigioni. It's superb play. He just stayed with it, saw the sloppy pass and just picked it off. Tau now, can they make use of that? Teletovic is having a nightmare. Bad three, bad pass. Thiago Splitter, to really compound Teletovic contribution at the start of this fourth quarter, picks up his foul. It's not Teletovic, you can see that's Thiago Splitter. Raul Lopez, Pablo Prigioni, head to head. The clock has started. Bullock, great pass. Felipe Reyes doesn't come up with anything. Well, they've both gone back tense. Both teams know the importance of this game. In the half court, this is what Tau do best. Passing, moving the ball, executing There's the penetration by Planinic, gets all the way to the hoop. He's such a big guard. He's so tough to guard when he's going to the hoop. Prigioni's all over the passing lane. Almost a 5-second call, but we've got a foul on Prigioni. And nice bit of footwork by the referee there. Lopez is staying down. Reyes and Harvell getting involved now. I didn't see the intention on the trip. There was just, he played defense and denied, and Prigioni just caught him. He went down, referee called it. That should have been the end of it. All of a sudden, Felipe Reyes and Axel Harvell appear from nowhere. Let's take a look. Well, there's the denial. Good denial by Pablo Prigioni, but they get it in, and he's on the wrong side of him, and he just catches his foot. Now, the referee's made the call. And now it's Axel Harvell who got involved and wanted to have a few words. Smith with a quick three. Oh, Charles Smith caught it, shot it, nothing but the bottom of the net. But who was guarding Charles Smith? It's too easy. The high-scoring American doesn't need a second invitation. 70-65, Rakosavic on the penetration. Planinic is fouled by Luis Bullock. It's a tough play to defend. You see they dribble the ball to one side and they take a handoff. And it really makes the defense think in terms of how they can defend this. There's Rakosavic dribbling it and kicking it off. And because Charles Smith got beat, Bullock tried to jump out and help him and picked up the foul. Rakosavic on the penetration, tries to find Scola. Great rotation by Felipe Reyes, stayed within the play, got back down and sunk to the ball and comes up with a steal. Luis Bullock. Well, if that goes in, it's Madrid's night. Wow, great follow, Luis Bullock. Strong penetration, not the great shot, but really stayed with it. Another example of the hustle plays that Real Madrid are coming up with. Planinic, splitter, looking for two, no, kicks it. Should go up now, it's got to go up. And there's a foul on Axel Harvell. They're asking for the travel, but no way was that a travel. They kept repeating the play. The second time, Splitter went up. Splitter, Thiago Splitter struggled a little this season. He was hurt earlier in the year, but I mean, Thiago Splitter is just a talent. I mean, he, with the Brazilians in the World Championships in the summer, he averaged over 16 points a game in the World Championships. And he's talked about as a top 5 draft candidate for next year's draft. At 21, his physical characteristics, he's had a lot of experience now in Spain. There's a lot of NBA teams really watching this man closely. Makes the first from the free throw line. And the second's good. Back to a 5-point game. Now Tau just needs stops now. They've been at 5 on a few occasions. Madrid then eke it out to 7, 8, and even 10 at times. There's a whistle. And that's another occasion of someone just running through the screen. Out of the, I didn't see the actual contact, but Zoran Planinic with his second foul. And fouls have been a problem for Tau. They're already on 3 team fouls for the quarter. Let's have a look there, different angle. Wow. I'd like to see the timing of when Reyes moved. Felipe Reyes, Charles Smith with the floater. Maybe he's learnt that from Juan Carlos Navarro. That's a real teardrop of a shot there for Prigioni. Got to find a way to get it under 5. Gogan finds Planinic. Thiago Splitter in the post, guarded by Reyes. Splitter, good defense by Reyes, but it will go back. It will go back to Madrid. There's only 4 seconds on the shot clock. I don't think there should be a reset. I don't think Madrid ever really had control. Well, they've given the ball to Madrid. I didn't see it come off a Tau player. Raul Lopez and Luis Bullock in the backcourt for Madrid. Question marks about Madrid this year and their ability to put a team away. Smith with a quick release. And it's shots like that that have generated those question marks. At Ogun with the easy two. Beautiful fast break. 2 passes, 1 layup. 69-74. Back to 5 again. They don't need the quick Charles Smith shot. They don't need it at all. There's a foul on the penetration. If Tau end up losing this game, the hustle plays for Madrid and the fact that they've got into team foul trouble early in every single quarter of this game. Already, that's their 4th team foul. So Chincheri checks back in. Over 6 minutes now for Tau to try and close this 5-point margin, already in team fouls. Great defense by Zoran Planinic. Came around the screen, kept his hand in the passing lane, and just worked hard. Excellent defense, and they've got to stop that man, Luis Bullock, getting the basketball. Reyes going to work in the post there as well. That's a matchup we've got to watch for the remainder of this game too. Charles Smith penetrates, kicks. Bullock to the keyway. Now it's a 24-second violation. Great job by Tau. They only now they've got a chance to get it under that 5 points. They need all the crowd on their feet, not just the guy who needs to give himself a rest there. And they really need this crowd to close. Well, that's Plaza in that timeout. He knows what his team has to do now. They need to look after the ball and just take good shots. He was trying to get Charles Smith to his attention there to try not to take that quick shot, because that's what's generated this little bit of a Tau momentum. Couple of quick shots and the defensive stop. Now Tau really need a good one this time. Planinic breaks it down, finds Splitter on the baseline, is fouled, and Planinic broke down the defense beautifully and found Splitter. Splitter needed to step up the lane a little more because the shot was tough. Felipe Reyes picks up his 4th foul. Well, there he just walked straight underneath him. He's claiming he was pushed. Thiago Splitter on the free throw line. Every single shot is key now. Makes the first. It's under 5 for the first time in a long time. .332. You can see there the bright lights behind. 3 minutes, and at the end of it, do we have the same team on the top of the ACB? Do Tau retain top spot and put 2 games between them and Madrid? Or do Madrid go top with the same win-loss record, but obviously they had to split on this Tau team? It's a vital game for Madrid. Beautiful penetration down the middle. Lopez for 2. And now if you're Pasajevic, you're just going to hate that. Straight down the middle of your defense. Easy layup where you're supposed to be trying to get the stops to get this to margin there. I don't think it nearly travels. Scola goes inside. Planinic is stolen. Chincheri again. He makes so many contributions. Leads the break. And we've got a turnover by Chincheri. Or have we? Plaza's almost on the court. Well, Pablo Prigioni can just laugh about it, and it is in fact a Real Madrid ball. It looked like it should have been, and out of bounds play. Axel Harvel finds Lopez. No Luis Bullock in the game. Amazingly, no Luis Bullock in the game. Charles Smith, beautiful move. Just gets the roll, and it's back out now to a 7-point Madrid lead. Planinic trying to get to the hoop. Edogan pulls up for three, pulls the trigger, doesn't get the draw. And that will be a Real Madrid ball. It's hustle play. It's hustle play after hustle play. If they don't get it clear, they just stay in the play. It looks like it's just one of those nights at the moment for Tau. A lot of palms up from the crowd. They can't work it out. Madrid just have to step at the moment. Charles Smith off the screen, off his foot. And it's just doing and throwing. Every time you think Madrid have got a chance to just put the game to sleep, they just leave the door ajar. Now, can Tau force that door open? Planinic finds Splitter, goes to the basket, off the glass, gets two, back to five. Harvel's on the floor. And finally, Luis Bullock makes his way to the seat. 2 minutes to go. It's a 5-point basketball game, a 5-point Madrid lead. Raul Lopez, don't know if that's the best option they can get. Akasavic with a chance to get it to 3, or even 2 if they make the three-pointer. Scola goes to work, gets the drop. It's a 3-point game, 83-80. Timeout, Johan Plaza. Real Madrid are they rocking? Well, Luis Bullock is back in the game. Did he leave him out too long? It's a 3-point basketball. The two best teams in the best league in Europe, head-to-head, and it's a 3-point game in front of 9,000 people. Plaza at times this year has rotated players and left key people on the bench at times. Luis Bullock out of the game for a long time now. There's the replay of Charles Smith getting the roll off the glass. And here's the really two easy players. Lopez goes straight down the heart of that Tau defense. But it's a 3-point game. Madrid will get the basketball after this timeout, and Plaza just needs to spend some time with the ball and end up with a good shot. He's got so much offensive firepower, and there's going to be 9,400 and the 5 players on defense this time down. The whistles should reach a real crescendo of noise. Charles Smith trying to inbound the ball. 1:40 to go. 3-point basketball game. Madrid just got to score on this man. You wouldn't bet your money on anyone else. He's going to make that 3, is he? Oh, my word, Luis Bullock. Well, thanks for supporting my demands to get you back in the game. He comes off a screen and just buries a 3. Spitter underneath. Scola finds it, misses the 2, and Harvel gets the rebound, and we've got a foul. Well, if there's one way to answer or to demonstrate why the coach shouldn't have left you out as long as that, Luis Bullock just comes off and just knocks down the 3. So much for me asking them to spend time with the basketball and move the ball and get a good shot. Couple of passes, he comes off a screen and just buries it. Splitter sits down. Oh, Axel Harvel, a great free throw shooter. Doesn't disappoint, makes the first. Well, it was a 3-point game. After the Bullock 3 and the Harvel 1 there, it's up to 7 again. Great form, great composure, Axel Harvel. The Belgian just knocks it down. Rakasavic now, they need a quick shot. Don't need it necessarily a 3, but they need a quick shot. Rakasavic on the penetration. Doesn't get the drop. It's knocked out of bounds. Luis Scola couldn't control the rebound, and as we've been saying the whole game, hustle play by Madrid. They just stayed with it, and in the end, they just knocked it out of bounds. Need the quick one. Hogan, I don't know if they need the big, huge three. We got a whistle. It's out of bounds. Well, Madrid have really actually come up with ways to lose games this year. But even now, I can't see them losing this one. 59.8 seconds to go. They lead 8 points on the road in Vitoria. The way the ACB season was looking, if Tau had won this game, they'd have gone 2 games clear and they'd have had the first win over Madrid. After this, if it stays this way, Real Madrid will go back to the top. Same win-loss record as Tau, but obviously they will have the actual upper hand in terms of games between the two teams. It's game on at the top of the ACB. It also means Girona are only 2 games back, 2 in 3rd place. And Coach Pesic has got those guys playing hard too, and that is really the dagger to the heart. Just when Tau thought they had a chance, Luis Bullock just came off the bench and buried a 3 and probably buried Tau in terms of this game. Just check Bullock's stats on this. Well, he's an amazing. He's only missed 1 3-pointer on the game. 5 from 6 from beyond the 3-point line, Luis Bullock. Full court pressure by Tau, released by Reyes. Lopez breaks the pressure down. They should just pull it out now. Great decision by Chincheri. They can't foul Bullock. Lopez penetrates, finds Reyes, blocked. Well, they need a 3 or something early. Plenic gets to the butt. No, he doesn't. Finds Rekasevic on the drive, is fouled. And I think, yep, if that's on Felipe Reyes. Yeah, Felipe Reyes' 5th foul. Well, what a great effort by Felipe Reyes, though. What a tremendous effort. He's on the floor in the first half with a big bang to the head, and he's come out in the second half and just worked his heart out for this team. Here, Rekasevic on the free throw, needs both. Makes the first. 7-point game. Got to be a steal or a foul straight away from Tau now. Whistle's gone, those people in early, ball's in, no problem. Need the quick stop, quick foul. Bullock's trying to get open, don't want him receiving it. You can't foul him, he's just going to make throws for fun. Throws it long, Charles Smith. And Teletovic fouls Charles Smith. That's the trouble with this Madrid team at this day. Now Reyes is out the game. There's no weak free throw shooter on the floor. Every one of these guys is good from the 3-throw line. Charles Smith doesn't let me down. Makes the first. And is good for 2. And 98-82. They need a very, very quick 3. There's the 3. In and out for Teletovic. Kasevic, turnaround, doesn't get the drop. Harvell gets the rebound. Does he travel? Is he fouled? Neither. No call. Luis Bullock is fouled, eventually. Fred House can't believe it was him, but... it's frustration there for Tau, obviously, but... This has been a superb performance by Real Madrid. Dogan fouls out with his 5th foul. It's just been a supreme effort on the road. All the stats that talk about effort and hustle are all favouring Madrid. They've out-rebounded Tau, 35-26 on the game. 15 offensive rebounds. Supreme performance on the offensive rebound. Charles Smith on his own has come up with 4. And now it's all about point spread. There's no way that Tau were going to come down here and fire up something quick and give them a chance to make it 12 or 13. Klaninic is trying to go for points difference in terms of the return, but it's all over. 92-82, Real Madrid winning Vitoria. Well, it didn't disappoint. The game that the ACB's been waiting for has come, and we've had a classic. And Madrid, through hustle, sheer hard work, have come away with the 10 points. They go to the top of the ACB.